Hello everyone. Today's presentation is to discuss a data privacy strategy for FinChain. It provides guidelines to the executive management for expanding their current business by generating revenue from across borders. The goal of FinChain is to balance innovation and technology with the revenue growth in such a way that their reputation on data privacy isn't compromised, and they can achieve high level of trust in of their clients to gain maximum returns of their investment. This strategy will help to find out how the business can build credibility and reliability and show commitment towards data privacy to its clients. So, to start with, FinChain, being a Sydney-based financial service provider, has a vision to provide consumers ease of access to their financial data using the mobile app. It also provides investment opportunities in non-traditional situations. Its aim is to compete with existing banking systems to maximize its profits by expanding its business across the globe. It has a list of current stakeholders which contribute to its technological needs and capital requirements for the business to run. In terms of technology, FinChain has an operational hybrid cloud model. It has an office in Sydney, but its data is stored in the clouds using Amazon platforms and Google's network. It has long-term storage facility provided by the third parties. In relation with its software, FinChain uses its own layered CRM, internal and external APIs as an interface to connect between computers and programs on different platforms. We believe that personal information of our clients is one of our most valuable assets. This asset travels 24/7 between servers and is highly attractive to privacy risks. Our clients share with us their personal information like their addresses, names, phone numbers, etc. And with the expansion of our business, we are looking forward to add to this list by adding biometrics, which is a piece of sensitive information. Our customers do not expect us to share their information with any third party without their consent. But this business is designed in such a way that our clients' data is shared with most of our stakeholders. There is a great risk associated with sharing personal and sensitive data, as well as there is a huge responsibility on the business to comply to get customers' consent and agreements to store, share, or use their data for marketing purpose. The way FinChain works, our customers' data resides on global platforms. We are dealing with huge volumes of data that's expanding faster and further than ever before. We need to find ways to apply data protection and transparency controls at a data-centric level so that it is safe even when it is in the cloud and out of our premises. So today we will see what type of challenges do we have, what are the associated risks, and how can we develop risk mitigation strategies to avoid any data breach in the first step. Now let's look at the currently operational situation and the risks associated with it. Our data, whether it is in transit or in resting position, is encrypted. It should always be encrypted, and it should be able to be decrypted when required. Do we think that our data is secure with our stakeholders? There is always a risk of sharing the data. Are they aware of the compliance in case the privacy is breached? Are they also aware of the consequences of the breach of data? Do we have a limited access to the proprietary information and data is shared only on need-to-know basis? Do we have a safety culture in our offices? Are people aware of the risks of data loss and data theft? Are people trained to use public data? Are our users and clients smart users? Is our hardware reliable? Are our servers physically and logically safe and updated? Are the laptops in use of our employees compliance ready? Do we have threat detection and investigation procedures in place? These and many more questions are about the threats that we have in our current operations and systems. This leads us to the next step of looking at a current privacy framework. Like any other privacy framework, this also has 4 steps. We must ensure that we practice all 4 of them to meet our ongoing compliance obligations to achieve good privacy governance. These procedures require commitment to handle personal information in the required manner, whether the data is stored offshore or is used by third parties. Just because we hold personal data on EU citizens, we are affected by General Data Protection Regulations, which is a set of tools and is known as GDPR. These are the tools, and according to them, the business should state in clear English what rights a user has towards his or her data, or even if a user opts to get it deleted. We are a business who uses huge volume of data stored in numerous formats buried in dispersed systems. We need not to struggle to comply with data privacy regulations. Our data should be encrypted always. We should have well-defined rules about managing the access of data in terms of who can see what and who can use our data in which conditions. We must have a data governance and protection team and an established audit and record keeping system. Now we will move to a most important step of our strategy, that is to build a data breach response plan. Let's see what happens if there is a data breach. For example, our network is hacked by a third party that is then able to access personal information stored on our network, or an employee left his files open on the laptop and someone got access to the personal information, or Facebook or Google published our new project on their website which has personal information. So there are possibilities that some of the breaches may have no impact or only a minor impact on the affected individual, but other data breaches can have serious consequences. We can have serious harm as a result of a data breach. We can even have financial and legal implications. Last but not least, it can result in reputational damage and loss of public trust. Here in this case, we can see that there was a failure to any of the IPPs which has resulted in data breach. Now we have looked at the stages of when do we need to inform OAIC using the GDPR scheme or NDB scheme. We should know how to notify, whom to notify, and when to notify. And all of this is explained in this diagram. The next flowchart discusses once the data breach response plan is designed, we can minimize the potential negative consequences of any breach. This will also help us to respond to data breaches quickly and efficiently. We should remember that this plan is a document which should be approved at the executive level. It should be tested in hypothetical data breach situations, and it should be reviewed regularly, and it should be kept up to date and fit for its purpose. These type of flowcharts give a detailed idea of our plan to categorize the breaches in terms of high, medium, and low impact. The responses on these differs in terms of reporting time and authorities, starting from 5 minutes and extending up to 2 hours. Last but not least, we will discuss how can we embed a privacy dashboard in our business essentials. Dashboard is divided into 4 areas: embedding a culture of privacy that enables compliance, establishing robust practices and procedures again and again and having standard systems, evaluating privacy practices and procedures to ensure continued effectiveness, enhancing responses to privacy issues. A framework is provided to be approved and assisted by management for a safe data privacy culture and process. I expect it to be of high support in current situations. Thank you.